We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to play.
Guys, listen up. What's up, Coach? Now, I'm not going to hit y'all with some big speech, all right? This is the finals. Y'all know what y'all got.
Yeah.
Now, I got one thing to say. These guys y'all about to face out there, they're bums.
Straight bums.
Okay, Coach? I want y'all to go out there and show them what a pile of trash is.
Yeah.
All right, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win!
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And the series being hosted in Milwaukee for tonight's game as the Bucks will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, they've hit their stride at the best possible time, dominating their competition in these playoffs. Only 3 losses to this point. These guys seem poised to win it all. And then there were 2. How many? 2. They went through the regular season, 3 rounds of the postseason. Jack, how does it feel to these guys to be this close to their ultimate goal?
Well, I was 23 years old when I made it to my first finals, and then the gentleman on your left handed me my first broom, a.k.a. sweep. But some of these kids are going to get overwhelmed, but they got to rise to the challenge. I didn't rise to the challenge. That's why he gave me a broom.
Well, my first trip to the NBA Finals,
was the year before Shaq's, wasn't
exactly.
it? Exactly.
Yeah. I was 29. Golly. Who missed those days? But no matter what, if you're a vet or a rookie, the pressure of the NBA Finals is nothing like you've ever experienced.
I agree.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
You want your broom back, bro?
Yeah.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And tonight's no different. Some confident players coming through the tunnel earlier on. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Just like a pro. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here. And 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. Kevin Harlan here along with Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, David Aldridge on our sideline. It's our pleasure to welcome in the sports guy, Bill Simmons, to our broadcast for a second straight year. It's an honor to have you here, Coach Simmons.
I'm just excited that I got brought back. I felt like I was on Rick Lopez on a one-year contract last year, and then now you've invited me back. It's another one-year contract.
You've reinvented yourself.
Yeah.
You can hit onside comments.
I tried to expand my range, so we'll see. We'll take it year by year.
We can't wait to hear it. D.A., take it away.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand-checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed. A higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, D.A. Thank you. What a surge it's been for the Bucks at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. 60 wins, the most since 1981.
Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end. And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you know, as you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, you know, they win the first two. Game 3's double OT. And then all of a sudden, a week later, their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days of Lou Alcindor.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps, it seems, that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that can be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team. They had just performed better than during the season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is can Giannis be good? We haven't seen it.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Marcus Morris and Heroes in its center, locking down the middle. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Jay, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Off the inbound pass, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Jay.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence. When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now here's Williams. Here's Leonard. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Antetokounmpo passes to Jay. They shoot again, and it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him. Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
No good from Jay.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there. The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Clippers have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Still in the age of positionless play and positionless basketball. Is there any player that your opinion is more versatile than Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think KD is probably more versatile because he can basically do anything you want offensively and guard for the five positions defensively. I think what makes Giannis so unique is he's basically a center, but doesn't have to play center and can play any of the five positions. But if you look at his stats last year versus any Shaq season, it's basically the same season. He's doing 27-13. He's protecting the rim. You don't think of him as a center, but he really is. But I think what makes him special and what is the next level for him is his ability to play point forward or point center on one end, but then protect the rim on the other end. And once he adds that last piece offensively, which, you know, for Kawhi, it wasn't until, like, what, 2017? And he had that, all of a sudden he could create that little 18-footer for himself, and then he became unstoppable. That's the last piece for him.
Here's George. They can't stop the run with that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but to be just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack. And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Well, you look at Jay, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Now, here's George. And George with the stop.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
That one good for two. Jay's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to have a
nice little run here.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. George looking over the floor. Pass to Hill. And Milwaukee, as recently as 2014, Bill, they were last in the league in attendance, so nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, until they have expansion. Maybe that's the only way they could go down. Yeah, you know, when you have one of the best 6 players in the league, that usually helps your attendance.
People forget about Milwaukee back in the 70s.
I don't.
And I don't
The
either.
Celtics played them in the '74 finals. That was the first finals I ever went to.
Really?
Kareem. I was at the game with the skyhook to win in double overtime, game 6. But yeah, they have a really good history. I actually really like the 80s teams that never could quite get over the hump. You know, they came very close a bunch of times.
I bet you love the Mecca. Not just looking at it on TV, how great place.
It was one of the great old arenas. They just don't make them that way anymore.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You guys play with Harold's level of energy, and that gets him to the line with some frequency.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Harold. Bucks leading by 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Lopez. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good. Giannis. And both free throws good for Giannis. Clippers trail by 13. And here is Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Leonard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Jay, the pass to Giannis. Second chance effort, trying to get open is Lopez. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Leonard. That one, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. In 2019, Chris Middleton named an all-star for the first time. Bill, can he be the second best player on the championship team? He was asked, I guess, to do that last year, and it didn't work.
I think he could be the 3rd best player in the championship.
Yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but somebody who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game. He's just not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Terrific play.
Really good player. He could definitely be one of the best 4 guys on the championship.
Absolutely.
But as the number 2 guy now.
Here's George. After the made shot from Jay. The shot by Williams, no good. Milwaukee leading by 15. Jay, the pass to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, George. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now here's Leonard. In the corner, George with it. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton against Leonard. Shot to stop the run. And Lopez pulls it down.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Clippers trail by 19. The feed to Williams. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Jay, and that one goes long.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
George, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
Still young
25. This year, I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's hard.
Now here's Middleton. Aminu missing his last shot. Here's Jay. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 21. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
The pass to Middleton. Here's Jay. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Count it. Good. 18 points for Giannis.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8. His first 10 attempts.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Leonard. Gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Jay, the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Not loose. One-on-one here. Here's Jay. Banked in off the glass. Jay's got it gotten out.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And it's George finishing it off. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like, the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And coach can't lie.
And so here are the Clippers. They
Bye-bye, baby girl. Bye-bye.
Patay na agad. Ikaw, hindi ka pa nagbabay, patay na agad.
trail by 18.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Williams. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Harold. And it's George. And at this small forward position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against the Nets, put on a show. He finished with 32 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of, this level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And here are the Clippers now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Jackson passes to George. Now here's Jackson. He has 6. You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories with that Dallasine efficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. It was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jackson.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Bucks leading by 19. For Milwaukee, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That's good from James. Both free throws good from James.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Right side, Williams. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Here's Jay. Softly puts in the floater. Jay's got 4 this quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Williams gets to Harrell. George against Middleton. It's stolen by Kumbo. Jay, guarded by Jackson. And Kumbo gets it to go. Giannis has got 25 points in the game. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the league.
The G League was having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing, so they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
So it's the Bucks now.
Love it, love it.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Here's Harrell following the bucket by the Bucks. He kicks to George. Outside Leonard. Will it go? Swiped away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Shots good by Middleton.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Chris Middleton. Harrell kicks to Morris. Four on the shot clock. Tips it up. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got 10 points in the game.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
The kick out to Kumbo. Chalk up 2 there.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can always stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you want.
I want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And, Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
George with the ball. 12 points for him. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the shot. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. I mean, he is tearing the defense hard, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen. Here's Jay. Lays it up off the glass. Jay's got 12 now in this quarter.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Jackson. He's got 8. To stop the run. That shot, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, trying to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Jay. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Outside Williams. That 3 off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Third is Ivica Zubac. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Jay, he's guarded by Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Lopez has got 7.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Leonard looking over the floor. Can they get it? Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And not a night.
Oh, wow!
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And George, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from George. And George drops them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Jay, he's guarded by Williams. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Giannis passes to Jay. Bucks passing it around. 4 on the clock. From deep. He gets hauled in by Paul George.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. The first one falls. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Aminu comes in for Marcus Morris, and he makes both free throws. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They double him with George, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Brook Lopez.
Fearless move by Lou Williams, driving it right into the teeth of the defense. Draws the foul.
For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Good on both. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Passes to DiVincenzo. Jay, he's guarded by Williams. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Here's George. He's got 16. On the wing, Williams. High, arcing shot. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Jay.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
On his left side. Pass to Jay. Lopez dishes to Giannis. The shot off that time. Clippers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Williams from outside. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Williams passes to Zubac. Dishes to George. Drops in the tray. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Leonard with no one around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Jay, defended by George. There's the lob at the Kumbo.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Williams dishes to Leonard. Over Middleton. And it's Leonard missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And the Clippers with a change here too. Landry Shamit's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's George missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Bledsoe outside for the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Leonard. He dishes it to George. Back to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Here's Connaughton. There's the pass to Jay. Back to Connaughton. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He can hit it from deep, but needs a little more room to operate, and the defense wouldn't give it to him.
Jay, defended by George. Jay, the pass to Connaughton. Pocket 6. They double him with George. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Passes it to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for... .132 left in the third. Jay, guarded by Jackson. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 12 points here in the second half. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. George against Murray. George passes to Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. They double him with George, and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George with the ball.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Jay, the pass to Murray. Jay, covered by Morris. Shot clock at 6. Jay, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
29 seconds left to play in the third. And Jay gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest. Now Jackson. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to into game 2.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Shea, great win tonight in the NBA Finals. What allowed you to jump out to this lead in this series?
I think the level of trust we've played with so far, it's been huge. And we know it's going to take a complete team effort to close out this series. And anything short of that is going to be problematic, DA.
Well, it is, but you guys are on your way, and congratulations and good luck. Guys?